A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
Like what we understand to be Star Wars, like the idea that like that only came from George Lucas, that only George Lucas holds the key for what we understand to be Star Wars is just untrue. And I think the prequels are an excellent example of that. I mean, the idea that like when you're hiring a director, that everyone is sitting in there waiting for George Lucas and not for the person who's going to know to hire Ralph McQuarrie, that's the problem. That's the misogyny and the problem with the auteur myth as it stands today, because they're not thinking this is the person that will hire the right people and this is the person that will be able to create the lookbooks and direct people to get them to that place. They're just thinking, do you have all the answers? And the truth is that nobody does, and anybody that says they do is lying.
So while we were talking about the proxy war brewing at Disney, this was dropped on the in the trades, and Michelle Williams, who played the stand-in for Steven Spielberg's mother in The Fabelmans, and I think she won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress, or Best Supporting Actress last year, is going to play a woman who's diagnosed with terminal metastatic breast cancer. That kind of cancer, you don't survive. Okay, it goes from your boobs to the rest of your body. Okay, so instead of being with her husband of 15 years, she dumps him, runs off with her best friend to explore her sexuality. And look who's one of the people involved. None other than Harvey Weinstein's former personal assistant, Leslie Headland. Okay, this is obviously another way of her basically to get away from Disney, I think. But Disney owns FX, though, I think. It is just very interesting. First off, it's an amoral, disgusting premise. But Hollywood dyke like Leslie Headland has no morals, has no idea of what a real family is. So why wouldn't she make a shitty movie like this? Think about it. Okay, so they're making this movie. In the article that I will put in the description, she is, they're still listing The Acolyte as something that's happening, but it's like, I think, look, when this was reported, what they do is instead of actually doing research before they put it out there, they just put what's in the bio that they have out there. But let's talk further.
I just want to say...
No, stop. Not one more crooked word. Your tongue could open a wine bottle.
Not an agent. It's not like she worships the devil.
Well, she doesn't have to. He worships her.
It's down at the bottom. So when you read it, you're going to have it hit you right in the face. Leslie Headland is repped by a company called Sweet 23. I misspoke, Sugar 23. She was repped recently by Kamran's agency, UTA. So what happened? Did they dump her? I would say, considering that they've got to worry about the lawsuit and what's going on with The Acolyte, yes. Obviously, again, I'm going to say it. Something is happening with that show that no one is talking about. Okay? And the lawsuit has not been resolved. The motions and all the documents were hidden on the LA County Court server, so we can't see them. But obviously, something happened to the point where she was dropped by her agency. I'm almost positive that's what's going on here. So I am looking at this going, okay, I get it. I understand. Obviously, they don't want to have her, they don't want to be involved with her anymore. Okay. And you kind of wonder, why? And then you've got why in your face. Because of what she was doing with the acolyte and the behaviors that she exhibited was fraudulent. I mean, again, I'm going to say it. If you want to think about what's going on, just go over to Government House, look at Blue Stockings Limited UK, and understand that the money listed did not come from Disney. And when Karen McCarthy sued Kennedy and Headland, it was they just fired her for no reason. 2 weeks after she agreed to be the line producer, they kicked her to the curb. Why? As near as I can tell, they wanted to keep what they were doing in-house in secret. Kennedy's inner circle. And that's exactly what happened. And now that it appears that Kennedy is no longer running Lucasfilm day to day, that her stalwarts have turned on her at Lucasfilm, and that she has a threat of personal emails coming out, that the fallout of that is also affecting Leslie Headland. Okay, but I also can see that just by the way she's acted, you can probably extract from the information that we have and the way she behaves, is that she is a psychopath to work with. Okay, that should not even be in doubt. Okay, but the fact of the matter is, Leslie Headland has been dropped by UTA. And though they listed the acolyte, and Space.com's resident Whitey-hating reporter, whose last, Fran Ruiz, basically was talking up about, they have a date that it's going to go on TV. No, they don't. No, they don't. These shills either are too... Look, the average SJW lefty is too lazy to actually do the research. Okay? They are. If they actually did the research and saw the court documents and everything, they'd be wondering what the hell the acolyte really was. Okay? And the fact of the matter, they'd also know that Headland was dumped by her agency, which is one of the biggest agencies, top agencies in the film industry. Okay? Why? These are the questions that you will not have anybody on the black pills, the black pill blobs, and the EU fanatics ask. Okay? Because they want to be angry. And they're too lazy to actually go and do the research too. All right. So yes, Leslie Headland was dumped by UTA. She's being repped by a much smaller agency, and she's got another show that is not The Acolyte, and it's pretty much the most nihilistic piece of shit idea I've ever seen in my life. This is Steph, signing out. I'll see you around the galaxy.